Hello ladies and gentlemen, the Mighty Mouse Plays back at it again with another video for you all. Last time I showed you how Suros can perform at the highest levels of PvP, and today I'm going to show you all another gem. Today we're going to break down the meta with Sturm and Drang. Kills with Sturm reload Drang, while kills with Drang reload Sturm and overload the magazine with a high damage round that's going to deal an overcharged 144 damage crit. The gameplay loop is pretty easy. Continue swapping weapons to never reload, and capitalize on the high damage Sturm bullets. So the basic gameplay looks a little like this. Lock in a kill with Drang, and then 2-tap someone with the Sturm, or hit your overcharged shot with the Sturm, and then swap to your Drang for a cleanup kill, which will give you another overcharged shot from the Sturm. This becomes a nice repeatable loop that you can use to keep the upper hand in a gunfight. The gameplay loop is easy, but how can you best utilize this for yourself? Let's start by understanding the strengths and weaknesses of this loadout. The first thing you need to be cautious of is the loadout cannot utilize any special weapons. So you need to be cautious of tight spaces where shotguns thrive, as well as being cautious of sniper lanes, since you don't have a direct counter to them. You also need to know that Sturm, without any buffs, has a time to kill of 1 second, which is a little slow for the current meta. But that's where the weaknesses end. You do need to be mindful of positioning to avoid the one-shot specials, and instead should be sticking to the short middle range, as this is where the combo is going to thrive. You can also capitalize on the overcharged bullets to help keep Sturm at a crispy 0.5 time to kill. Here's the strengths with this loadout that you can use to capitalize on. So Drang has a very fast time to kill of 0.6 seconds without any damage buffs, which is very fast for the current state of the game. This gives you a close medium range advantage over typical loadouts like a hand cannon or a pulse rifle. So getting the short range kills allows you to dominate the medium range now with the overcharged Sturm, which can 2-tap. And Sturm, 120 RPM hand cannon, is also wonderful for team shotting. Having higher damage allows for you to more quickly lock down team shots, as your higher damage will relieve the burden from your teammates to either need to secure a crit shot or allowing them to use a new weapon archetype that shoots faster and deals less damage, since your weapon will essentially cover the difference. So you need to be sure to leverage your best time to kill against your enemies. So here is how I recommend you best succeed with this loadout. Get a kill with Drang to load your overcharged bullet, and then 2-tap with Sturm as you close the distance towards your next engagement. So it's pretty simple. Leverage your weapons to always have a better time to kill than your opponents. What else can you utilize in your build in order to make this more effective at what it does best? One of the most important things to be mindful of are the mods you run for your armor, as you're going to want to run Dexterity mods because you're swapping between Sturm and Drang so often. Because you're often swapping these weapons, you always want to be sure that you're doing it quickly in order to ensure you don't get caught up in your animation. Plus, the weapons already reload themselves, so you already spend less time reloading, making loader gauntlets less effective. Now, other hand cannon sidearm mods like untargeting or unflinching are also cheap in combination, and because they're cheap, you can usually afford both on any masterwork piece of armor. But in terms of subclass or exotics to use, you have a little freedom to decide on your own, as this combo is effective on any subclass. But some of my top options to help capitalize on the build's strengths would be exotics like the Foe Chaser, which will mark your opponents and give you wall hacks, allowing you to more easily control your engagement distance, or the Machineer Trick Sleeves, giving your Drang bonus damage when swapped to at low health, as well as giving you some in-air accuracy. Warlocks could consider using Ophidian aspects for faster weapon handling and swapping between your weapons, or possibly the Astrocyte Verse to quickly blink into close ranges where Drange is going to be more effective. As a Titan, you can consider using the Syntheseps to help leverage your melee with Drang to clean up close range kills, or possibly Peregrine Greaves, as you could use the shoulder charge to traverse the map and lock in any kills at close ranges. You have some freedom to make this build your own, while enhancing the strengths or shoring the weaknesses the weapons have. This loadout has worked for me and has been one of my go-to combos since year 1 of Destiny and is as strong as ever, capitalizing on both the strengths of each weapon archetypes. I hope that all of you have a better understanding of how these weapons work together and know how to use them to help beat the meta. Thank you all for watching through to the end. I appreciate your time. If you like what you saw, please go ahead and like and subscribe for more content to come. Thanks again, and stay smooth, Guardians.